you're only 80 minutes away from becoming the coach that leads New South Wales to their first series win since 2005. I mean, how are the nerves?
Oh, look, we're excited. We know it's definitely going to be a massive challenge for us to go to Queensland and wrap up the series, but our focus is just about bettering our performance of Game 1. And if we can do that, we give ourselves every opportunity. You
are a very relaxed sort of guy, but are those nerves sort of building up? I mean, do you feel any of that at all?
Oh, yeah, you do. And in particular, the closer you get to the occasion. But for us, it's about just trying to be as calm as we possibly can in the lead-up, but also knowing when we train and when we have meetings that we need to be fully focused on what we're about. And I think we've got that right balance at this stage.
It has been a bit of an interrupted start to your Game 2 preparations. How has it been trying to make sure that the guys' heads really are on the job?
Yeah, obviously it's a tough one because everyone feels for Fergo. He's great for us in Game 1, and he's just a young guy, and obviously what's happened happens. But we've got to continue to look forward while we feel and support him. We know that we have to move on. We've got a big game to play, and for us mentally, we have to get ourselves in the right headspace.
Did you have to say anything in particular to the players to make sure they didn't let that massive reshuffle really sort of rattle them?
Oh, I think we touched on it and we addressed it. We didn't dwell on it. It's just one of those things that can occur. Obviously, you don't want it to happen, but these things do. You've got to handle adversity, and you've got to move on, and that's what we're doing.
The side that you now have looks quite a bit different to the side that you had planned to carry right through this series. How are you now coping with that in terms of your preparation?
Yeah, it's just trying to integrate the players into the systems that we already have in place. They're excited about the opportunity. It's always easier, I suppose, if you've got continuity within your team, within your squad. But injuries and suspensions have forced our hand. But having said that, every guy that is in the team now has forced their way in through performances. Josh Dugan's been terrific for the Dragons. Aaron Woods has been terrific all year for the West Tigers, and Nathan Merritt's been a wonderful player for a number of years. So for us, we're picking players that are in form, and that gives us real confidence.
Dugan, as you mentioned, he came in to replace Jared Hayne with injuries there. How difficult was it for you, though, to choose Aaron Woods and Nathan Merritt in those positions in the circumstances?
Yeah, I think we just looked at their overall performances and what they could do for a team, for our team. There's other guys that may consider themselves unlucky, but a bit like Nathan. Nathan could probably feel unlucky at times throughout his career, but his moment has finally arrived and he's ready for the challenge. And Aaron's on the other end, I suppose, where he's just starting out in his career, and all of a sudden he's been propelled into state of origin. So he'll need to be ready. He's a good, tough kid, and we'll make sure that he's more than ready to go.
He almost had a taste of it last year when he was called in as 18th man. So have you seen the real excitement about him now that he knows he's going to start?
Yeah, I suppose like any young player, when you first come in, there's a bit of trepidation there, and you're really not quite sure how people are going to receive you. But he's gotten on with the players really well in the short period of time that he's been with us, and he's a good young player and someone that, if he wants to be, can be here for a long time.
You've had a run with the guys yesterday. How did Merritt mix in with the group?
Yeah, Nathan was still on cloud 9, I think. I think he would have been still down there if he had to. It's just great to see someone that has really earned his position, and a guy that's waited so long and may have thought that the time had passed him by, but it just shows you this game that there's always an opportunity, and you just got to be ready when it comes.
Will you be using any of his insider information into Greg Inglis to try and stop him on the night?
Oh, look, I think GI can do some special things on the football field. We all know that, and we've got to try and obviously limit the impact that he has. I think most people are aware of what he can do, but trying to stop it's another thing. So he'll be highly motivated to do well, and he'll be someone that we'll have to keep a heavy eye out for.
Merritt will be covering him on that side of the field along with Darius Boyd. I mean, how do you think Merritt's going to handle that challenge?
Yeah, Nath will be up for it. As I said, he's waited a long time. He's watched a lot of State of Origin football. I'm sure he knows what to expect, and you know, any new guy they try and target. Nath will be targeted, but that's just part and parcel of Origin. But we know we've got every confidence in him, and he'll handle it.